If either of you are elected, will you work together with the other councillor for the community and not want your own surgery? You must all work together for Penhill. Or would you do that?
I'll go, well, I think it's obvious. The question's got to be to all candidates, obviously, Andy. So first of all, I'll go to Laura for her to take that seat on that.
Well, I have to live with one of the councillors, so I suppose I'll have to work with him, won't I?
That one doesn't count.
Yes, I would have joint surgeries, because not only does it make sense for residents, but it also makes sense financially, because the council foots the bill for hiring these places. So basically, yes, it makes sense. Obviously, you'd still be able to contact your councillor appointments permitting, yeah, I'll work with him. I don't mind that at all.
Andy?
Yeah, I mean, I believe the councils have got to work together for the benefit of the area. But I'm going to direct your question directly without avoiding it. I don't actually believe that joint councillor surgeries, in other words, two elected members having the same surgery, is actually sometimes very good for residents. Quite simple. You have one resident that has a problem. It might be a personal problem. It might be housing. It might be something personal to do with benefits. It's difficult enough for that person to come along sometimes and explain it and talk about it to one individual. But they come along and they're facing two councillors, they're actually put off sometimes. Now, a lot of people will contact you over the phone. And one of the things I did have when I was a councillor up here before, I had an open door policy. It didn't matter what time people phoned me at night, whether I was having my dinner, I was about to go off out. My missus got very, very angry at times. We were late for many evenings out when we were on our way out, because that's always the time we got the phone call. People phoned, people knocked on the door. I dealt with the problem there and then. But yes, I would have, certainly I'm quite happy to work, and I would work along with the councillor, a fellow councillor, to make sure we promote the area and we do what we have to do for the area. But when it comes to residents' personal issues, I think if a resident comes to me with a personal issue, they're putting their trust in me, and that's not a thing to be dealt with between two councillors. They're coming to you with a personal issue, and I think there's a confidentiality thing there as well.
I just want to go
to the unfortunate peril of the officers who thought that I just reported and forget it. I never did.
I think on that one particular issue, first of all, I'll have to ask for a rebut on that with Laura.
Well, I know that one of the local councillors is on call 365 days a year, and that includes Christmas Day. And I would be willing to do the same. We've had a knock at the door Christmas Day and it's been dealt with, and basically that is what happens. It doesn't matter what time of night it is. We've had calls at 10 o'clock at night, they've been dealt with. So, what Andy is saying is right, but that is what happens already.